It's mermaid. You know what that mer means? Mermaids. Let's go. The Little Mermaid. Yes! Hello, wonderful humans of the internet. How are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on stvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there, over there. Again, I need to cut these a bit shorter, don't I? But it's a Little Mermaid. You can't stop. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where I teach you how the voice works, so consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, I thought I was going to have to wait ages for this, but Halle Bailey has done a live version of Part of Your World. How lucky is that? So we're going to go and listen to it. Let's not waste any more time. I'm excited. I've not seen it. I've not seen the film. I'm ready. Let's get some mermaids into our system. Yes! Why am I so excited about this? I like mermaids, alright?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Oh my goodness, her voice is so beautiful. Very, very delicate as well. You can hear there's a slight push from an aspirate tone, which is a little bit more air going through the folds than normal, into a thinner fold. Now, if you think about the vocal folds as having a bottom edge and a top edge, thick fold, which would be like chest voice, is where they like vibrate like this. And thin is when they just vibrate at the top level. More of a head voice type situation. That's where her voice is at the moment. It just gives a really, really gentle feel to it. But when you get that look, and she kind of pushes in a little bit more towards the ends of these long drawn out words, absolutely gorgeous. It gives such a lovely movement to it as well. She's absolutely got the cadence in the pocket as well. It's really neat. She's just, oh, beautiful. Love it.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cabin hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything.
Really nice vibrato as well. She's using it sparingly at the ends of phrases. Look at this trove. What she's also doing is letting her lips get involved. Now, you don't need to do that for vibrato. Your vibrato comes from your thyroid cartilage, which is housed in your larynx. Part of your larynx. Part of your world. Shut up, Sam. And it's the tilting of that facilitates that vibrato sound. So this just gives it like a little bit of extra bite, but it's not entirely necessary. So if you're working on vibrato, you don't need to throw your jaw into it. That's just to accentuate it slightly. Love it.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Wow. Okay, so this was like a culmination of everything we've spoken about in this little condensed phrasing here. The push into a thicker place from a thinner, a more aspirate place was really present, but then she pushed on the vibrato onto the end of that as well. There's a really nice kind of speechy quality that she's got as well. It gives that authentic kind of sound. Now, there are spoken parts in Part of That World. You know, you want thingamabobs? I got 20. That line. But she's using it really delicately in other parts where she's singing too. So she's kind of bridging that gap and getting you ready for the speech, if you like. She is so good. Like, I've never actually heard her sing before, and it's hit me like a ton of bricks. She is really good. She's like a surgeon. She's also got that Disney princess sound, so that larynx is raised to give that bright kind of ingenue-esque kind of sound, really innocent sounding. The larynx height will kind of dictate the tone of your voice. So if I was to speak with a high larynx, you get this kind of bright sound. If I was to speak with a low larynx, I get this kind of sound. So when she's singing, she's pulling her larynx up to give it that brightness and give it that kind of innocence, if you like. She's really, really good. Oh, I'm making a fool of myself here.
I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street.
There's a little bit of twang coming through it. Now, just before I want more, she built that up. The twang was coming through there quite nicely. The twang's coming from the epiglottis rather than from your velum, so it's an oral twang rather than a nasal twang. It gives this pressurized airflow, which creates a much more kind of pointed sound. There's a frequency that excites the ear when you sing with that kind of twang. It makes everything seem much, much louder. The build is much, much more present. And she's starting to really press that in now. So I feel like it's coming and we're going to have that kind of ever more present. I think she does kind of R&B. Now, you do get twang in R&B, but it's very different from the twang that you would get in a kind of a Disney MT kind of sound. So I am quite keen to hear how she bridges these two worlds together and makes it cohesive. I mean, she's going to do it because she's amazing, but I'm just interested.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would...
So, okay, that was probably the one thing that jumped out of my ear was that, wish I... There was like a little bit of a laboured sound now. She's trying to get out the frustration of the character Ariel in that moment. It did sound a little bit out of place, but maybe that's just because I'm so used to the Jodie Benson version that like it's just I'm used to the saccharine version and this is a bit more real. Who knows? But that kind of did jump out at me, and then that wish I. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not sure if that was like a conscious choice or whether she kind of went too far with the labouring and kind of overshot it, if you like. She's got really interesting movements with her jaw as well. World. I think that's to try and push the resonance around so it kind of sounds swimmy, if you like. Mermaid pun. If you play around with your jaw shape, you see you can get this like slight difference in a resonant tone. So I think that's why she's doing that, is to push that world to give it this kind of ooh kind of feeling. Oh, I need to shut up.
I give if I could live out of these waters. What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you
like that.
land they understand, but they don't reprimand their does. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand.
Wow. Okay, so she's taking it like a little bit further up than it went in the original. That's that twang I was talking about. Really, really pushed that forward. It was beautiful. Really well controlled as well. She's got a lovely straight tone. A lot of the time we'll add in riffs and runs and you kind of don't get just a set time to hear just one beautiful gliding note. And that was a masterclass in how to hold a gliding note, including that beautiful scoop up into the higher part as well. Just gorgeous. There's some interesting vowel choices here as well. The kind of a drop jaw kind of sound. The word daughter kind of sounded like dar. So there's a definite kind of modernization that's happening here. Disney are usually absolute sticklers for having stuff like absolutely neat as hell, but they seem to have moved away from that in the last kind of few years, and they're letting people just bring themselves to the character, and I really like that. It gives it much more authenticity in my opinion. I am picking up all of the Ariel vibes from her, so I'm enjoying this. Wow.
Ready to know what the people know. questions that get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above
Go absolutely gorgeous. And then she like snatched it at the end. Really, really well controlled. She is absolutely fantastic. She's adding a little bit of fry in here as well. That is a pitchless sound, so but what you can do is you can mix that into the start of your phonation and and you get this little bit of texture at the beginning. She's adding that in just to get a little bit more of that kind of exasperated sound, and she's smashed it.
out of the sea. Wish I could be
That riff is absolutely gorgeous. I heard that in the advert for it. Wish I could be. I think that's it. Wish I could be. I heard that in the advert and it is just the perfect addition to that song. You know, sometimes you can overcook a song and usually it's by adding too many runs. That is a gorgeous addition to that song. I don't think it should be sung any other way now. Anyway, it's absolutely gorgeous. Love it.
part of that world.
Wow. Wow. Lovely finish, bringing it back down to this really gentle place. If you know this channel, you will know that is my favourite thing when a song starts soft, builds up to something big, and comes back down at the end. Just so that we all kind of, it's like getting off a roller coaster. You know, it shouldn't just like stop dead on, it should like slow down. And that's what I feel like that is in song. You just, it's looks after you. I'm excited. This film's going to be good. Like, I can just tell based off of this one song. If all the music stays within this kind of realm, we're safe and we're happy and we're laughing. But I know that she's part of a duo. Is it with her sister, Chloe x Halle? Is that right? Chloe x Halle. So if they have other tunes, let me know, because I'm pretty sure she's not known for Disney. She'll be known for her music with her sister. So let's go and have a wee swatch. Anyway, I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? Think really fast. So subscribe to me, and then you will be part of my world. That was probably really lame. But anyway, bye.